Okay, we're back. I should not be green this time. You should see an actual person. Let me know if you do or you don't, but I think I should be good. I think we should be I think we should be back. Let me know, guys. But crap. Uh issue, but back. Hopefully everyone finds it, you know? Let me actually update my community post so that everyone knows that it's happening again. I think you're good now. Looks normal. Okay. Thank God. I don't know why that happened. I do know that it's because of Streamlabs. Streamlabs has like this weird issue where I use it to multi-stream, and it's really convenient for that. The only issue is that with the multi-stream, it has a nasty issue where sometimes it will do that green screen randomly, and it will just you just won't see anything. But I'm glad we got that fixed. Let me see if I can delete the previous stream, just so that there is no confusion, and also just so that YouTube doesn't do to me what it did last time to me, which was one time I did a stream on YouTube, and YouTube was basically like, I had like technical issues, and then YouTube was like, this is false advertisement, or like deceptive practices, I think is like what it called it. And I was like, dude, are you serious? I was like, oops, I didn't mean for that echo. I was like, are you serious? Deceptive practices? Dog, like, I was having technical issues. How was that a deceptive practice? But basically, it was more or less saying that I created a stream that that didn't lead to that didn't deliver like the promised content, and so it was like it was like fake. And I'm like, bro, you can't be for real. All I did was literally all I did was create a stream. Is Square Enix confirmed to be here? I believe so, because they were supposed to be here for Final Fantasy 16 port, I imagine. But they decide to launch that ahead of time, ahead of the show. I don't know. Which I'm still not understanding why that was a decision. Actually, do we have a confirmed list? Like confirmed companies at Gamescom? I'll show the screen in a second. Let's take a look. Okay, I got a list. Let me pull it up. Okay, here's everyone who's confirmed. Let me shrink my fat butt down. Actually, do that. Make me more of a square. 2K, Aerosoft, Amazon Games. Have you requested the play button? Yes, I should be getting my play button like this week or next. So, there'll be a stream when I get my play button dedicated to the play button. We will worship the play button. Konami lineup TVA. Is there a chance that we're going to see some Metal Gear Solid 3 Delta here? Possibly, right? Square Enix is the only confirmed title that Square Enix has here is Final Fantasy 14. Nice. Phantom Blade Zero is confirmed for S-Blade, so that's cool. I'm definitely wanting to see more of that. And Pokemon Company is confirmed for it. That's interesting. When is this from? Okay, so this is from earlier this month. So this is relatively like what you'd expect. But this is just the confirmed games, right? So this doesn't say everything that is like bound to show up. Couch Potato, hello man, what's up? Yeah, so this is just all that's confirmed. Of course, Hoyoverse is going to be there to announce nothing. But yeah, that's the lineup that's confirmed. Konami being there is interesting because it doesn't say like what game Konami is actually there for. And so the only game that well, okay, actually I was gonna say the only game that they got is like Metal Gear, but then I forgot about Silent Hill. So actually they got a lot of Silent Hill stuff in the works. So that's interesting. Yeah, they got Silent Hill 2 remake, and they just showed off the latest trailer, and there's gameplay out. So or there was previews out. Castlevania, inshallah. Bro, you know damn well. Well, actually, I take that back. You know, like a new Castlevania is like inevitable, I feel like, right? Because if they're bringing back Metal Gear and they're bringing back Silent Hill, a new Castlevania is like a matter of time. I don't think that that's like far-fetched at all, really, if you think about it. The real question is just when they're going to pull out Castlevania. Like that's the big question. Other than that, we just got a Silent Hill story trailer, right? I'm clowning for KH4 to be here. Yeah, no way. Like maybe a well, it's not a bad take, but maybe an unpopular take, let's just say, would be like KH4 is not close, like, at all. I guess that's not an unpopular take. It's just a take that nobody wants to hear because it's not fun, right? It's not a very happy take that anyone like really cares for. But I don't think KH4 is this year. I don't think KH4 is next year. I think KH4 is like 2026 maybe is KH4. Like that's how far away I think KH4 is. Like bare minimum KH4 is 2 years away. And that's like at the barest minimum, I think KH4 is like. Because I actually think KH4 could potentially even be 2027, if I'm completely honest. Like, I don't think that game is far along at all, as like a lot of people think it is. Something weird happened to KH4, as is destined for every KH at this point. Yeah. I think that I don't think that KH4 is like close at all. And I think that sucks, honestly, for a lot of reasons other than just the obvious, because I think that KH4 is kind of a game that Square Enix needs right now. It's after 7R3 IMO. I could see it. I could see it being after 7R3 or oops. Shit. I could see it being after 7R3 or closer by it, right? With 7R3, we're probably looking at like at least 3 years from now, right? 2027 maybe for 7R3. Which I think is the earliest I would imagine it. FF9 remake announcement tonight. I think if FF9 remake is going to happen, it's like TGS maybe. I don't think we have any indication that FF9 remake is happening tonight. Or today, depending on where you're living. 7R3 is 2026. That would be nice. That would be nice if it was 2026. KH3 was 2019. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, well, here is the thing, right? KH3 was 2019. But the thing you have to think about too is that 5 years, I mean, if they went straight into KH4 development, I'm sorry, like we'd probably be looking at KH4 right now. But yeah, they didn't go straight into KH4 development. It seems like there was some years in between KH3 and 4 starting development, and so that, or I'm wrong, and they have been in development with KH4 this whole time, and it's just taking a really, really long ass time, right? Like 4 years is pretty optimistic, actually. That's more like direct sequel, like Final Fantasy VII Rebirth to Remake, or Remake to Rebirth. They started in 2020 after Remind, I believe. It's very strange. Oh shit, that makes sense. But fuck, does that suck? That's just like, it's a really long time. I think something went wrong. Right. Wasn't there like a really weird thing that happened with Nomada where he came out and he was like, there's going to be something that kind of like determines the direction of Kingdom Hearts? He said something like really cryptic, and I think no one really knew, especially in the West, like how to read it, because the statement was, one, originally made in Japanese, and so the tonality of it was really made, and kind of only the translations like really made it through. And some people were like, oh, that sounds really bad. And some people were like, oh, actually, it's going to be, it's good. It's good. It didn't mean anything bad. And I don't think we ever got like a really clear confirmation. Couch Potato, you probably know like more about this than me. But like from like what I could tell, we never got like a really clear indication on whether that was a good thing or a bad thing. It just, from like what I recall in the situation, it just remained it like perpetually ambiguous on whether that was good or not. Did I see the new iCode footage? I have not. Really cool game though. Really amazing game. I cannot wait for the release of it. It's going to be so awesome. No, we have no clue. Okay, so we never found out whether that was like good or bad. We don't know. That's really scary. That's really terrifying that we just don't know if that was a good or bad statement. Holy shit. Well, I hope that was a good statement. I hope that was a good thing. Because I really didn't know how to read it personally, like when it first came out, that he said that. Because I was just like, is that bad? Is that good? I don't know. Like, what does that mean? Like, it's so ambiguous, and like, and everyone was kind of like really reading into it to the point of where it actually may have caused more confusion on the statement, just based on like how deep people were reading into his statement. So yeah, it could have been something that wasn't a big deal, or it could have been something that was. For a while I thought it had something to do with Epic Games, because Disney and Epic had some huge major partnership, right? I don't know, man. It's actually very weird, right? Because I've always thought, I guess most people have always thought that Nomada was the one that was like more conservative. I mean, not opposite. Disney was the one that was more conservative with the Kingdom Hearts IP, and then we come to find out that it's actually Nomada who was who had like more of an iron grip with the IP and like how it can be used and like all this other stuff. So that was actually really interesting to find out with just Smash alone. And so I'm really just trying to figure out, that what was, what are the limitations with Kingdom Hearts? Because no one really knows, right? Some things get blamed on Nomada, some things get blamed on Disney. No one actually really knows, though, like what the clear separation on stuff with Kingdom Hearts is. Like with like story restrictions, what they can and can't do, what things are actually creative decisions, it gets, you can't even like really have good genuine KH discourse because there's just so much that like, do we really know if this was like a Square Enix decision? Like this is what like the team and Nomada decided to do, or this is what Disney, this is how they had to work around Disney's limitations for stuff. And then I always just come to find out different things about it, and it's always just not what you would expect, right? It's been a mess since like KH. Yeah, it has been. KH equal IP hell. It really is. It's like it's one of the most difficult IPs, just in general, because it's like it's so tied up in so many different creatives that like, what do you do with that? Please cut their budget. Force them to use Square Enix worlds. Okay, so I don't think anything would like force them to use Square Enix worlds, and like full stop. Like honestly, like this is my hunch, especially after finding out the situation with why do I have my headphones on right now? This is what my hunch, finding out the situation with Smash. I'm willing to bet there are no restrictions on them using Square Enix worlds. I'm willing to bet that if they wanted to put Midgar in Kingdom Hearts, they could actually do it. Like straight up. If they wanted to, they could. I'm willing to bet that Nomada is just like, nobody wants the Square Enix world. That's probably his thinking. Well, to be fair, like his thinking was also that like no one wanted the Final Fantasy characters anymore, or that it wasn't necessary, right? And then he came to find out that people did in fact want the Final Fantasy characters and were severely upset when they were not in the game. And so yeah, I'm just willing to bet that a combination of having, what do you call it, an obligation to Disney, let's just say, and the fact that he probably personally feels that people don't want to see the Square Enix stuff as much. They want to see the Disney stuff. Because he even went as far as to say that this is not a collaboration with Final Fantasy, it's a collaboration with Disney. Right? I get it. I do. But fuck, we want to see Square Enix World, man. We do. Honestly, I think they should have made like something like World of Final Fantasy, but it was actually just Kingdom Hearts. And you just went to Square Enix worlds, right? Like you went to like a Chrono Trigger world and a Nier world and stuff like that. Like a Square Enix Kingdom Hearts and all the worlds, or a Square Enix only Kingdom Hearts and all the worlds are just Final Fantasy and like Nier and Chrono and like those types of things. And I think that people would actually really love that. Virum Rex should be a SE only world. Yeah, I think so too. That would be like the way to make Virum Rex like sick as fuck. And then also too, it would really take the pressure off of Kingdom Hearts to include Final Fantasy stuff, right? Because then like Kingdom Hearts wouldn't have to include it really anymore. If Virum Rex was its own spin-off that had all the FF stuff that people wanted without the necessity of like, including Disney stuff. And they could do both of those things. That would be cool. That's what I would want. When I was 13 to 17, all I cared about were the FF characters, and it led me to play the other FF games. Precisely. Right? And that's another thing that I feel like is less talked about in this discussion, is that everyone talks about how Final Fantasy characters led them to Kingdom Hearts, but no one talks about how the Final Fantasy characters in Kingdom Hearts led people to FF, right? Like no one talks about the opposite pipeline, where a lot of people started with Kingdom Hearts and then became Final Fantasy fans because of the characters in Kingdom Hearts, right? I just feel like if you can cross promote like that, it's also just a good business decision. Like, you know. So I agree. That pipeline is like really important. It'd be cool to slap a Cerberus Heartless in the middle of Galbadia Garden with Donald and Goofy. That'd be dope. That's me. KH is what introduced me to Final Fantasy, which later became my favorite video game series of all time now. Exactly. And I know plenty of people that KH is where they started, and the Final Fantasy characters in KH led them to FF. So we only talk about the pipeline as if it's just a bunch of Final Fantasy fans that are just like, we need to put FF in KH. And I mean, yeah, we are like that. But it's really not exclusively that, though. Like, there is an opposite pipeline, too, where people find Final Fantasy through Kingdom Hearts, right? I can't tell you guys how many people told me that they went and played Nier Replicant, played their first Nier game, not because of all the craze of Nier Automata, no, but because there was a Final Fantasy XIV crossover event with Nier that happened during the release of Nier Replicant, the remaster, of course. And people were like, oh man, I really liked the aesthetics and the music that was in the Raid series. So I went and picked up Nier Replicant because it's the new Nier game that just came out. You know, like, and I'm not talking about just like a couple of people. I'm talking about dozens of people I saw, you know, personally going to pick up that game. First interaction with the series because they played the fucking Raid series in an MMO that they currently play because they're fans of Final Fantasy XIV. That stuff is like seriously undervalued, man. Good crossovers are really powerful, and guess what, man? When it's your company working with your own other properties, it's pretty easy to do, relatively. So, you know, I just don't understand why they don't leverage it more. And like, to be honest, like, I think that Square really took an L by not having like a piece of Final Fantasy 16 content like in FF14 before the game launched. Like, why wasn't there an FF16 event that you could play through in FF14 pre-launch? Like, why wasn't there like an FF16 thing you could do? Like that was like really just an L to me to not have a thing in that game to cross promote. They didn't leverage 14 at all, and and then they did it like after the game was like after post-launch hype had already like basically flatlined. It was so dumb. It was so dumb because they didn't want to spoil anyone. Fuck it, bro. Spoil them. Spoil them. It doesn't matter. Like, look at like Lightning Returns, right? Like with like Lightning Returns, they had an event. And I guess it did pull more from 13 and 13.2 than LR necessarily, but it helped. My FF7 knowledge is KH, Advent Children, Dirge of Cerberus, Crisis Core, OG remake, pretty much backwards. Yeah. Seriously, NSP, I think SE should hire you as a video game marketing consultant. They are losing so much awesome insight from you. I appreciate that. I'm not a marketer. I don't know their ins and outs. But I just make observations. Maybe that's what I should have went to school for. Actually. Then I could have actually been like really helpful on this stuff. They need to hire new marketers. Well, I mean, let me tell you guys, with the way layoffs are going right now, I mean, it kind of seems like that's the way what they're doing, because they're completely restructuring the company on that front. I guess they finally got tired of getting their ass beat, being told about how badly the games are marketed, but they're restructuring that, to my knowledge. And so hopefully with the restructures, that'll happen. All they had to do was include an FF14 mount if you pre-ordered FF16. That's such a genius idea, Cash Potato. Like, and it's really simple too. Like, it's really simple. All you need to do is put a promotion code for the mount. Dude, think about like how many FF14 people will like do like all kinds of like crazy stuff just to get a mount, right? Like, they'll go and use businesses or go to restaurants and stuff because they already have these types of collabs that they are not interested in at all. And they'll go and they'll use it. They'll use those services because they want the mount. And like the fact that they never leverage that to promote their own games. I stole it from Dreamboom. Well, very, very good idea though, regardless. But yeah, it's just one of those things that I'm like completely baffled on why they didn't do that to promote the game. It's just really silly to me. Do you think the FF16 should have been done the same way if it had came out before FF16 launched? They may have had to censor it for spoiler stuff, so they may have had to like rework it. I would have just made it like some type of like completely non-canon thing that misled people even further from like what the actual game was about. So that's how I would have done it, but so the show should be starting soon. Wow, that's my background. There we go. I mean, it just, you know, it doesn't make any sense, but this is Square and Square's marketing, and they make a lot of choices. Do you expect CBU 3? I can't remember their new name. CS3, Creative Studio 3 now. But it's fine. I still call them CBU 3. It's too deep of a habit now. To utilize combat design of FF16 for their next new project. No, if only because one, it's Square Enix, and them reusing combat in any capacity is just never happening. And then two, it also would be under the assumption that FF16 or that their next new project would play or like would have the same type of design as FF16, which I don't imagine it doing. FF16's combat is very specific to FF16, right? Like, I don't think you can repurpose FF16's combat to a new game either, because that system is specifically for that type of game. It's like really hard for me to imagine the iconic style system being used for a game that doesn't have icons in it. It would seem like they would just make a different system like that. It might feel different. It might feel similar though, in the sense that maybe there's a stagger bar, and you know, you have attacks that do more damage to stagger and more damage to health. So some of the design philosophy might still be there. That's entirely possible. I guess what I doubt would just be that it would be like the iconic style system 2, if that makes sense. Like I don't think that I don't know if they'd do that. Icons just felt like the less mechanically deep weapons for Dante and DMC, right? I mean, maybe, and maybe you're right. Maybe they would just like, they would reuse the system, and they would just like Okay, like instead of like, you know, Garuda, you just have those as like those are weapon abilities. And then you have the same cooldowns or similar cooldowns and stuff like that. The only way you can repurpose FF16's combat is if it's an action game with a blue mage protagonist and you can swap icons for blue magic. That'd be cool. Give me a job system. Why is a series staple no longer a series staple? I don't know. You know what? Don't actually. A job system would be cool, but honestly, give me a cool progression system. Like, I'm so tired of like boring ass skill trees. And I talked about this. Put my headphones on. We're about to start. And I talked about this in my FF10 retrospective, but I'm very tired of boring skill trees, man. Like, I swear to God, if Final Fantasy 17 has another boring ass skill tree, I'm going to like lose my mind. I'm going to lose my mind. I want a funny little guy to be like the progression system, man. Bring back junctioning if you have to. But I don't want to look at another sauceless skill tree. That's like the worst scenario to me. Okay, I think we're starting here.
Please welcome your host, the creator of the Game Awards, Jeff Keighley.
Oh, I'm watching the American Sign Language version. Does anyone have like the regular?
Guten Abend, Gamescom!
Oh, let me see if I can find
the. Everyone watching around the world, this is Opening Night Live from beautiful Cologne, Germany. And we have our biggest live audience of fans ever.
I was so confused. Okay, there we go.
5,000 people together as a community to celebrate our love of games. And of course, millions of you watching online around the world, welcome. We have gathered for the grand kickoff to Gamescom, the world's biggest in-person video game event. And this is our 6th Opening Night Live. Now tonight, for the first time, we have a live sign language stream of ONL to make the show even more accessible. Thank you to Kaborski, who's signing the show right now. Thank you, Kaborski. Now, while the game industry certainly has faced challenges this year, I know that ONL will get you excited about what's to come later this year and in 2025 and beyond. Now, over the next 2 hours, you're going to see world premieres from studios big and small, including, yes, some new game announcements you're not expecting, and some surprises, so get ready. From Monster Hunter to Indiana Jones, Dune to Civilization, Call of Duty to Marvel Rivals, the most anticipated games will be on stage tonight because they wanted to be here with you guys at Gamescom, and I am so honored and grateful to have the opportunity to present these games to you. So Gamescom, sind Sie bereit for the world premiere? I tried it. All right, here's our first world premiere, a brand new game announcement. This one hasn't leaked and it's exclusive right here at ONL.
Oh. Oh. Joshua. Oh, Borderlands. Oh, Borderlands 4. Oh, that's huge. Oh shit! If only the movie wasn't garbage.
There you go. All right, that's right.
Yeah, that's really big.
4 is coming in 2025. Next up, October 25th marks the release of Call of Duty Black Ops 6. To debut an extended look at the campaign gameplay, please welcome John Zuck and Catherine Anderson from Raven Software.
The movie wasn't garbage. That's an insult to garbage.
Black Ops returns with an epic story and signature blockbuster action where players question everything and trust no one. It features an all-new campaign with 16 new multiplayer maps with a return of classic prestige and theater mode.
Every time like there's a Call of Duty presentation, it feels AI generated. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Am I the only one that thinks that?
And Warzone gameplay at the
Every Call of Duty presentation, I could put it into Chat GPT,
August 30th, you'll be able to join the
and it would generate like
to try out the brand new Omni movement system for yourself. But today, we're here representing the Raven team, who's leading the campaign in partnership with Treyarch.
Hey, I would do a better presentation.
The Black Ops 6 campaign is set in the early 90s, a time of global turmoil and uncertainty as the Cold War comes to an end. You're joined by legendary characters Frank Woods, the grizzled vet, and Russell Adler, the ultimate wild card. Together, with new allies Troy Marshall and Jane Harrow, and unbound by normal rules of engagement, you'll unravel a mind-bending conspiracy. In the mission we're about to show you, our rogue team has targeted a senator attending a political fundraiser in order to gain access to a top-secret black site underneath Washington, D.C.
This is Most Wanted.
So we're gonna show up to this fundraiser, get what we need from the senator, then grab Adler from the black site before anyone knows what's happened. Camera actually works.
Sometimes I surprise even myself.
Let's just hope Sev and Case can get the retinal scan.
Senator's on stage now. Use your camera to get a better look. The senator isn't giving interviews tonight, and he doesn't go anywhere without his security detail. I've marked a few leads that could help get you close enough to do the retinal scan.
You know, at least there's no licensed music.
On good authority that the senator stole some sensitive information from the
Yet.
people I work for.
A floppy disk, let's go.
Blackmailing a senator with sex tapes. Can't beat the classics.
I've cleaned up another of your messes.
Lee Grisham, head of security for Aldrin Energy.
Grisham might be our way to McKenna.
I modified the infrared image to highlight the capillaries in the senator's retina. It should have just enough resolution.
Please help. They jumped me during shift change. Knew our schedule somehow. Started shooting.
It must be Pantheon. We can do this loud or quiet. Go. Easy, Adler. We're here to help.
Guess Woods got my message.
The old man says you're worth it. You better be right. Sev, we got the prize.
Good. Now get out. Fast. We've got party crashers up here.
Great. You good to go?
Am now.
minigun stops spinning. These Pantheon guys literally sent the big guns after you, Adler. How's that feel?
Like progress.
Up through the service hatch. You two first. I'll give you a boost. You first, Adler. Come on, Case. Easier coming down. Here. Almost home free.
Have you seen one Call of Duty showcase? It really feels like you've seen almost all of them. Like they're paced in like the exact same way.
I got you. Man, you're heavier than you look.
Thanks. Hope you have a plan B.
Same as plan A. Go up. We'll just take the scenic route. Let's get moving.
They have no incentive to work harder because copy and paste has worked for them for years, right? I mean, it's pretty similar with Pokemon too, right? Like, why would Game Freak try harder when, like, they can just put out the same thing and people will still buy it and it'll still do record sales, right? Like, I think, like, weren't, like, the most recent Pokemon games, like, the lowest rated in, like, the mainline series ever? And people were, like, they were definitely the most buggy, right? And, like... And despite them being universally panned, you know, people were like, this is unacceptable. Despite the Metacritic being low, they still broke, like, sales records, like, super hard. Yeah, Pokemon falls into the curse of being successful as well. Right, it's this successful by default. And because it's successful by default, they never have to try. It's always gonna work, no matter what. Suffering from success in the worst way, yep. Game Freak is actually probably expanding because of Power World? No way.
There you go, Black Ops 6, more coming at Call of Duty next. And now I'm honored to introduce my co-host for Opening Night Live. You know her from her years of hosting League of Legends esports around the world. Did you know that she got her start as a competitive Unreal Tournament player? That's right, please join me in welcoming to ONL, Shocks!
And hello, Gamescom. Thank you for the warm welcome. Unreal Tournament, that is quite the throwback, but I am so excited to be here tonight revealing many of the games on Opening Night Live and highlighting events happening during this Gamescom week in Cologne. Gamescom really is the best week for games worldwide every year, and I am so stoked to be back here with you all celebrating it. Now, it is my pleasure to share a message from Gamescom to you, our gaming community.
Dear future me, I hope you are happy. I hope you visit wonderful places, that you have friends from places far away, and that you always have the best adventures, that you fight for the things you love, and that you love the things you do. Dear future me, my favorite thing in the world is to play. Do you like to play too?
Yes, the future is here and we are ready to play. Let's take a look at this fun trailer.
PlayStation 1? Nice. Or what? Xenos? No, I'm just playing.
Hey, you. You're finally awake. You were trying to cross the border. Hey, you. You're finally
Skyrim.
You were trying to cross
GTA. What is going on, dude? What is going on? Are you serious? What? What the fuck?
In my opinion, that looked
What?
like the goat of all
What?
masters.
What?
Okay. Well, we are expecting hundreds
What?
of thousands of fans at Gamescom this year in person. But if you cannot be here with us, don't worry.
What?
You can join us virtually by going to
What the
Gamescom
fuck?
Global, rather,
That was
where
so
you can
dumb.
explore and discover what the world's gaming industry has in store for you. And our very own Gamescom studio is here with all-day coverage of the event.
Bro, that was so
tune into
dumb.
Gamescom Studios broadcast by IGN on Twitch or on YouTube. Now, we have some news on Persona 3 Reload and its next DLC episode.
Okay.
The Answer. Coming on
I'm
September 10th.
I'm standing
It's time
up straight.
To reveal a surprising boss fight coming to the game.
Okay.
Tomorrow
Lock in,
and
chat.
all the
Lock
days
in.
After it will be March 31st.
It's like Tartarus all over again.
There is a strong connection between all of you and what's happening.
Let's just open it. Then we'll know. Something's wrong.
No. 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 Ah. I knew it. Whenever she said an unexpected boss fight, I was like, it's gonna be Joker, isn't it? Oh god, it is Joker.
Little Joker fun there. All right. Next up, we have another new game announcement for you right here, exclusively at Gamescom Opening Night Live.
God, I wish they'd stop fucking putting Persona 5 and shit. Oh.
The tracks lead this way.
Let's go.
It's close. Stay here. Stand guard.
Oh wait. I thought this was... Never mind. I thought this was Delta for a second. And then I was like, wait a sec, no it's not. Unless I'm mistaken, I don't think this is...
Every man has an animal within. If you push too much, you might
I haven't like fully played around with the PC port yet. I only opened it up yesterday to make sure that it worked and to see how it performed. But I haven't played it on PC yet. But also, I feel like if I play it on PC, or if I play it again on stream, there's gonna be like all of these like people in chat that are like, actually, you're critical of the game because you play like this, and you don't play the game right, like how I would, how I play it, and that's why you think the combat's not that good. And so, I feel like it wouldn't be a great experience.
Next, today marks the launch for the most wish-listed game right now.
It's probably best for me to just leave the game alone for now.
Players today, Black Myth Wukong from Game Science.
Couch Potato. Yeah, I know it'd be you, Couch Potato.
PlayStation 5. And right
Listen,
now we've got the reveal of the launch trailer for you.
Potato, if I didn't have to play the game twice to get to Ultimaniac, if I could just enjoy the game's depth without having to spend like 100+ hours, I probably would eventually see what everyone was saying about, you know, the combat at a higher level, but it just ain't happening. Oh, you'll mod it? Okay, thank you. We'll probably be streaming Black Myth tomorrow, by the way. I'm really excited for this game. I'm gonna become the Joker if they don't give an FF mode type thing from the start. I don't understand why they don't. It's just, it's mind-boggling, really. They care too much about people who aren't good at action games, so much that they kind of forsaked the people who are good at it. And it's just like, if really challenging difficulty was something that was like available from the jump, that actually forced you to use the game systems, and yeah. Dragon Ball.
Welcome back to Gamescom Opening Night Live here in beautiful Wargok.
Who's ready to roll? Live from the Construct Coliseum, it's time for everyone's favorite game, King of Meat! We joined recently kidnapped celebrity guest contender.
I thought they were gonna be like Volcano High.
Starting and that battle battle cry proves how committed Jeff is to any project. Let's check the soch with our sideline reporter.
This dungeon is throwing everything at these contenders, but the JK machine is leading the way to the finish line, and the chat is blowing.
What is all this? Death traps, unapproved nicknames, and a giant horse trying to...
Holy crap. Goku's Japanese voice actor is 87 now? That's insane.
Transition to the world premiere trailer for King of Meat.
Ready for action?
King of Meat. Yeah, that's my nickname, by the way.
Challenges from the most twisted minds of the most ghoulish dungeon.
Ask why they call me that.
To monstrous reality. It's like a nightmare in dungeon form.
I am mediocre at action game, but that's what the rings are for, right? They should have given hard mode at the start and then left the rings for mids like me. No, see, that's what I thought, right? Like, I thought the game was going to be, like, so challenging. And, like, I was like, oh, they put the rings in there because the game is going to be pretty hard. And anyone can just use the rings if they want to be able to reduce how hard the game is. And I was like, man, I bet the game is going to be so hard that I'll probably even want to use the rings myself. And then, yeah, it's just, that didn't happen. So, did they hire a Jeff? Did Jeff hire a VA for himself? Yes, he did. This is really funny.
King of Meat, an online co-op spectacle for 1 to 4 players from Glowmade in Guildford, England, and Amazon Games for console and PC. And you can sign up at
copyrighted music? Well,
for playtest. Now, one of the things I absolutely love about making these shows is that we get to introduce you to brand new games and teams like this one. To reveal their first game from their new studio, FuzzyBot, please welcome Tatania Dislova and Max Spielberg. Hello? Max? Guys, welcome to ONL. I'm very excited to share this game with the world. Can you tell us a little bit about your studio, first of all?
Yeah, well, first off, it's totally surreal to be here right now. We started the studio back in 2020, and the majority of us had come from the AAA side of the industry. And at the time, we were just thrilled to have our own game, our own IP, and we could never expect being on this stage tonight at the end of that run.
The vision for our studio started with the idea of dreaming big and building smart. The concept for our first game, even early on, felt very unique and full of heart, and this helped us bring together a very passionate team of talented developers. It's through their skill, dedication, and true love for the game that we're able to be here tonight, going way beyond where we thought we'd be.
Well, I got to play this a few months ago with you guys. I had a ton of fun. Tell us a bit about your game, Linked.
Yeah, so our debut game is called Linked, Banner of the Spark. It's a co-op action hack and slash with a bit of roguelite and town building elements. And so we blended these ideas together to create this cozy yet highly kinetic action game for players to brawl, build, and befriend a crew of adorable robots. In it, it's the year 3000, and you're going to take on the role as one of the last remaining humans on planet Earth. Allying with a friendly bot faction, you're going to aim to take down the Combot army hell-bent on organic destruction. Players can play alone or with friends in this vibrant world of robots.
Or a simpler way that I like to describe it sometimes is you go out and fight the evil robots and then collect their body parts to build a sustainable town of your dreams while saving the cute ones. We are incredibly proud.
That sounds like robot eugenics, bro, but okay.
And we hope the players get as much joy out of playing it as we have building it.
Well, we're very excited to show it to the world for the first time. Let's take a look at the world premiere reveal trailer. Thanks, guys.
All the ugly, bad robots have to die. But we'll spare the cute ones and allow them to thrive. Okay.
logo release.
I actually haven't looked at the new footage for Silent Hill 2. I heard it's great.
Fishing makes every video game better. Now, one of the things that I love about Gamescom is that it is a safe place for our diverse gaming family. And there is an amazing platform called Gamescom Cares that shares social and environmental responsibility projects that we care deeply about. Thanks to all of our partners who help to make this happen. You can learn more by scanning the QR code below. And now, the first look at the gameplay of Lost Records, Bloom and Rage, a narrative adventure from the creative minds behind Life is Strange.
Honestly, Swan, I'm glad, but slightly surprised that you showed up tonight.
When I saw your text, all these memories came flooding back.
Hey, she actually showed. Welcome!
I remembered Nora, her energy.
Shit! Where's my fucking pick? The Tharp one's her favorite.
I remembered you.
Nice one, Autumn.
You were the coolest.
Skateboarder's wisdom. Never land on your wrist.
I want to see you skateboard, Autumn. I remembered Kat.
Whoa, watch out!
She was like a firecracker.
Fuck! This is serious. We're gonna need a real band name. How about Bloom and Rage?
How could I forget?
Whoa!
Guys.
Last week, my mom found a package on her doorstep.
Wait. Are Bloom and Rage?
Someone in chat made me laugh.
In trouble?
Guys, they're the 4 warriors of light. Would you believe it if I told you they kill God at the end of the game? How much is this microphone? It's like 400. Actually, it's 500. Because I got the one with the preamp.
That game looks great. It's a new look at the 8-player co-op of No More Room in Hell 2 from Torn Banner up in Canada, where there are.
I jumped the gun though because I went ahead and got it before we even met the donation goal, or even close to.
Our next game. It's been a long time coming for this next one. At the Game Awards in 2021, Embark Studios revealed Arc Raiders, a game that immediately struck a chord with players around the globe. A stunning future Earth where menacing Arc machines threaten humanity's attempts to rebuild. Well, Arc Raiders has evolved a lot since then, and now it's finally time for some news on what's next for this exciting action survival shooter.
Where do we go from here? You've told us nothing of this place.
What's the fundraiser currently at? $68. If I recall correctly. Let me see. $65.86. So really, it's more about
everything to lose.
If anyone wants to help me pay off the microphone.
But even more to gain.
They're welcome to. Because I did spend 500 on this. We're like 1/5 the way there. Oh, is this that open world dress game? Or maybe I'm tripping. From the State of Play? Yeah, wasn't it called Nikki? Something like that? Yo, it is! Hold on, why are we at 720p? Let's go to 1080. There we go. The masculine urge to play this game. Oh shit, Faraga Fighter, holy shit. Yo, Faraga Fighter, yo. Holy shit, Faraga Fighter just donated $100. Holy shit. Dude. Jesus. Jesus. Okay. So now we're about two-fifths the way there to pay off the mic. Dude, holy fuck. Faraga Fighter, thank you so much, dude. You didn't have to do all that, but greatly, greatly appreciate it, dude. Holy fuck. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, because I went in the hole because I wanted to upgrade my audio quality right away. Oh my god, dude, thank you. 100 trillion, I appreciate it. I will be able to pay this thing off soon. Oh god. That's a copyrighted song, sir. We're gonna have to mute that one. Hope that helps, dude. It does a ton. It does a ton, thank you. I've actually upgraded like my whole setup here. We got like a new ultra-wide monitor, which thanks to LG Ultra Gear as a sponsor, and then also too, this chair here, which I'll be talking about more in like a video soon. Yeah, so we're actually we've upgraded production quality quite a bit, and then I got the new camera too. So yeah, 100K plus NSP is going to be looking really nice. Sorry if you hear my fan; it got hot in here. Let me just turn that off now. But yeah, we're going to be upgrading. We've upgraded most things. Got a new graphics card. So yeah, production quality going forward is going to be pretty damn good, guys. I'm working on upgrades too. I started doing Dark Souls games, hitless runs, so I wanted to upgrade everything to help with the stream quality. Oh man, hitless runs on Dark Souls, dude, holy shit. You have to be really good if you're doing that.
What
Holy
you
crap.
saw right there was Predecessor, a MOBA shooter built by an indie team from the ashes of Epic Games' Paragon. If you remember that one, it enters 1.0 free-to-play release tonight. Next up, Path of Exile 2 from Grinding Gear Games. It is nearing release, and tonight, yes, we do have news on the early access date. Check this out.
You have Elden Ring, Dark Souls 1 and 3 done? Holy shit.
And stout of
That's
heart?
so insane, dude.
I am.
Are you ready to sacrifice? Sacrifice everything to become the savior.
I will.
I imagine, like, and you know Souls games harder more than me, but like, I imagine that Sekiro is probably the hardest one to do.
I must.
Sekiro is one of the easier ones? Oh, wow. That's crazy. Dark Souls 3 and 2 are the hardest. Oh, yeah.
Are you ready to fulfill your destiny?
Yes. I am ready.
Oh, that's right, because Sekiro lacks the stamina
absolutely
gauge.
Great.
So
Can't
eventually
wait
the
for that
timings
one.
will
And
get
now,
that. Yeah, okay, that makes
Gamescom
sense.
is known for the cosplay. The vision and dedication cosplayers put into their craft is an inspiration to us all. And to see these amazing cosplayers, you can tune in to the Gamescom Cosplay Awards on Saturday, August 24th at 5 p.m. And if you're into indie games, who isn't, you can watch the best indies of Gamescom in our Gamescom Awesome Indie Show tomorrow at 8 p.m. on Twitch and YouTube. Enjoy exclusive announcements and interviews all packed into an exciting one-hour show hosted by Shay Thompson. Plus, the Gamescom event arena, that is where I am standing right now and all of you are. It is the biggest and most elaborate stage at Gamescom featuring not only Opening Night Live, but additional live shows featuring creators, gaming events, and esports competitions that you can watch either in person or by tuning in online. Now, up next is a first look at the gameplay of June Awakening, the open-world survival MMO.
I'm kind of curious about this.
On when it's going to be released.
There is another path for you.
Sekiro hit list takes about 50 minutes start to finish. That's insane.
Awaken.
You begin as a nameless prisoner. Sculpt your appearance, choose your background, and then crash into the planet. You are abandoned and alone. Hunted by sandworms. Scorched by the unforgiving sun. Ravaged by sunstroke. Stick to the shade. Chase the moving shadows. Survive. Welcome to Arrakis, the most dangerous planet in the universe. Meet hundreds of other players in the vast online world. Befriend or betray those you meet. Form a wary alliance, in this case, a spit dart rifle and a still suit, for your help taking down territorial deserters. Working with others will always increase your chance of staying alive. The Deserter Base. Climb to a vantage point and prepare for violence. Your choice of weapons and abilities determines your strategy. Swordmasters lead the charge into battle, literally. Repel ranged attacks with a shield, and then take them out, one by one. Deploy the Hunter-Seeker and kill from the shadows. Take what you can from the Fallen. On Arrakis, nothing of value is wasted. Mine, harvest, and gather with your group to build bases and unlock more advanced equipment, like the Blood Purifier.
I still want to do like
you collected from your enemies.
a Souls-a-thon eventually, Kino.
Craft improved equipment.
Like I've been itching to do one.
Replicate
where we just
your bases
stream.
in new locations with the blueprint system, and then sell blueprints of your architectural wonders to other players. Lead your group to become a guild. On Arrakis, a nameless prisoner can rise. Construct an ornithopter and take to the air. The world is yours to claim.
This is Dune Man Keith Filari reminding you to vary your route. Return with a full spy slot. My crew found a shortcut we become comfortable.
People will absolutely show up for Souls-a-thons? Okay.
Events happening across Arrakis.
That's good to know.
Map the
Because I've been itching to do one for a while.
Discover landmarks.
So is this a Dune version of Conan Exiles? I mean...
Filled with forgotten technology. Arrakis
kind of looks like it.
You can explore unique locations, uncover valuable resources, and search for secrets amongst the shifting dunes. And then, return to civilization triumphant with what you found. Harko village throngs with people, spice traders.
Do a hit list run? There's no way.
Bankers,
I'm not good enough to do a hit list run.
House envoys, and of course, other players. Here, you will pledge allegiance to one of the great houses of Dune, the Harkonnen. But remember, to play politics, you need power. And on Arrakis, spice is power. In the deep desert, beyond the shield wall, hundreds of players scour the landscape, hunting for spice. Every spice blow has the potential to become a heated battle, with multiple guilds vying for the precious melange. Even when it looks like defeat is inevitable, those who understand desert power can awaken Arrakis itself.
I guess. I mean, I guess.
Well, you can't have a Dune game without the sandworms, and the sandworm summoning begins when Dune Awakening drops on PC early 2025. So the wait is not that long. And now, here is a reveal of a new game from Tarsier Studios, the creators of Little Nightmares 1 and 2.
What would be the hardest Final Fantasy run you could do? A normal run of Final Fantasy 11. An installation run
Nothing else
of FF11. For context, for people who don't know, Final Fantasy XI is the most difficult video game to install that I've ever come across. It's actually very insane to install FF11. Just installing it. I'm not talking about playing it. I'm just talking about getting it on your computer. Is actually, it requires a guide to install FF11. Like you can't, you literally cannot do it without a guide.
That was Reanimal, the next big entry in the cozy game genre. Now, would you like to discover the secret contents of Gamescom and receive cool rewards? Well, meet Epi, the robot on our website RPG Gamescom Epics. Prove your nerd know-how, solve tricky puzzles, win prizes, gather trading cards, digital trading cards, and jump from level to level.
Why is it so hard to install? Like logistically, why did they do that?
Scan
Like
the QR code below and the adventure.
a lot of it has to do with like really
Now in
old
its fourth
tech
year as an
and
evolving
like
open world adventure, today Genshin
a lot of
Impact
things were
is
okay
unveiling
back in
more about the sixth nation of
2001
Natlan, which
that
will be
aren't okay
released
now,
on
and
August 28th. And we also
combination
have
of
some
things
news
like
about
that
when the game
and
will
play
be coming to
online
Xbox.
being just an abomination, just an abomination. And so Yo, is anyone really gonna play Genshin on Xbox? Like, be real. Like, is that really gonna be...
Locked on. For the Lord of the Night.
Woohoo! Catch an epic wave! Whoosh!
Genshin Impact Dawn Trail? Kinda. Wow, it's coming to Xbox.
There you go, Genshin Impact, and also coming to Xbox later this year, as we saw. All right, now it's time to head into the wilds of Monster Hunter, which is playable for fans for the first time.
Let's
here
go.
At Gamescom, Capcom has an incredible booth. But now, to tell us more and show us more, please welcome to the Gamescom ONL stage,
Time to sit up straight, chat.
Fujimoto from Capcom. Ryozo-san.
はい、ドイツの皆様、配信をご覧の皆さん、こんにちは。今日は、モンスターハンターワイルズの最新の映像を持ってきました。まずは、この、時間を作っていただきましたジェフさん、本当にありがとうございます。
Hello to all of my friends in Germany and to the millions watching around the globe. I'm really thankful that Jeff has invited
Did I
me
enjoy
to the
Dawn
opening
Trail?
night
I haven't
live stream
finished it
so I
yet.
can share a new Monster Hunter Wilds trailer with everyone.
今日のですね、今回ですね、ゲームズコンでは、初のプレイアブル出展も行っています。今後ですね、世界の、いろんなさまざまな地域で、このようなプレイアブルの出展も、考えていますので、そちらも期待していただけたらと思います。それでは最新の映像をご覧ください。
Before we debut the trailer, I just want to express how excited I am to kick off our season of Monster Hunter Wilds hands-on demos starting at Gamescom.
Uh-oh, the stream is kind of cutting out. Hold on, chat. Let's refresh. That ain't good. Oh, I'll go back a little
ジェ
bit.
フさん、本当にありがとうございます。
There we go.
Hello to all of my friends in Germany and to the millions watching around the globe. I'm really thankful that Jeff has invited me to the opening night live stage so I can share a new Monster Hunter Wilds trailer with everyone.
今日のですね、今回ですね、ゲームズコンでは、初のプレイアブル出展も行っています。今後ですね、世界の、いろんなさまざまな地域で、このようなプレイアブルの出展も、考えていますので、そちらも期待していただけたらと思います。それでは最新の映像をご覧ください。
Before we debut the trailer, I just want to express how excited I am
Two
to kick
XP
off
to what?
our season of Monster Hunter Wilds hands-on demos
This isn't 2
starting
XP.
at Gamescom. Now, let's take a look at the latest trailer.
My word. Is this a Lollabarina floret?
Oh, you want 2 XP? Why?
Must be near its nest.
Oh, for the talking. Okay, my bad. You guys wanted water. Here it is. Here it is. This is dope, man.
Worse for an interim camp.
Once your business here is concluded, you should find shelter. The sands come alive this time of year, like a wild beast bristling with lightning.
From the look of it, that must be this region's apex predator. Guild permission granted. Begin the hunt.
Understood.
This is stunning, man. Holy crap. They've actually, it feels like they've kind of shown off quite a bit of this game for something that's coming 2025, right?
So tasty.
Danger lies at every turn. Treasure. Secrets. Destiny. Everything lost is meant to be found.
Wait, why 2x speak, you know?
Want a little taste of Shiranui fire?
To catch up? Or...
Feel the flames of the Shiranui clan! Ode on the light, Akatsumi! Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves.
Yeah, we're only like a minute-ish behind the stream. We'll just do it. We'll do it now. Yeah, no one really. Wait, what the fuck is this? Hold on. Actually, hold on. What is this? Okay, that actually looks kind of interesting. Mecha Break? Okay.
That was a new look at Mecha Break, the multiplayer mech game.
Let's see if we can skip ahead. There we go. Alright, we're caught up now. Why did that do that so late? There we go. Okay, there we go. Also coming to Netflix games. Has anyone actually tried Netflix games? I see it on the app, and I just never...
Monument Valley 3 drops exclusively on Netflix December 10th,
Never tried Netflix games.
Now, first released in 1991, Civilization is one of the gaming industry's biggest franchises. And here at Gamescom, we are revealing the gameplay of Civilization 7 for the first time. To tell us more, please welcome Ed Beach from Firaxis Games.
Thank you, Shocks. Thank you, Gamescom. It's hard to believe that it's been almost 8 years since Firaxis released our last Civilization game. So we're incredibly honored to be here tonight at Gamescom talking about Civilization 7. Civ 7. Civ 7 is by far the biggest, most ambitious game Firaxis has ever made. Everything from its new gameplay features to its gorgeous new art style is designed to immerse you in your own journey through history. Please join us after Opening Night Live on the Firaxis Game Twitch channel for our official gameplay showcase, where we'll deep dive into what's new in Civ 7 and finally reveal our new in-game narrator. On behalf of the team at Firaxis Games who has worked so hard on this game, I'm so excited to finally give the world its first look at Sid Meier's Civilization 7. Please, enjoy.
Civilization was a game that was created during a time when we were just discovering what games could be. And we said, let's put the entire history of the world into a game and make it fun.
Ever since we first reached for the stars.
Starfield. I don't know, actually.
What else is out there? And more importantly,
Starfield 2? Starfield 3, bro. No, I'm just playing. I have no idea. This is copyrighted, isn't it? This is copyrighted music. Have they shown any Square stuff? Nikki. The open world dress up game, which I believe is Square Enix. Is this a trailer for an in-game car? I think so. I think so. Is Nikki Square? I actually don't know. I think someone in chat said it was Square. I'd have to look. I don't think it's like Square developed, but Square published maybe. Does anyone know?
The Rev 8 has landed.
There's 2 bits of Starfield news for you and a confirmation of the expansion Shattered Space that is coming out on September 30th. Now it's time for an exclusive update on Marvel Rivals, the upcoming hero shooter from NetEase
Blitz,
Games
where
and
you
Marvel
at,
Games.
Blitz?
Tonight at O&L, we're revealing 2 new heroes who are joining the game with a first look at their gameplay.
Among the stars, Wakanda found a new home and a new hope. The source of vibranium, the foundation of an empire.
Snap out of it, Bucky.
Not so fast!
Your battle's over.
Stick around!
Armed and dangerous! Again! Together to victory! Got you! And stay down! Maximum pulse!
Does anyone in chat play this?
This all day.
Blitz is the only person I know who does.
Everyone who played the beta wanted to know, Marvel Rivals will launch on December 6th, 2024. Now, Gamescom always strives to help the environment, and the event runs on 100% renewable energy and is climate friendly thanks to ongoing measures to reduce CO2 emissions. Exhibitors participate in the Gamescom Goes Green initiative by reusing their booth builds or avoiding single-use material. And yes, fans are planting more and more trees in the Gamescom forest. The forest has been growing since 2020 thanks to all of your engagement. And all of you can still help, of course. You can plant your tree in the Gamescom forest today. And with that, it is time to reveal the winner of the Gamescom Sustainability Award. This award celebrates an organization in the global game industry committed to sustainability and the environment. Presenting the award, please welcome back Lisa Pak with Playing for the Planet.
Hi, Shux, and hello, Gamescom. Thank you for having me again.
Well, it is our absolute pleasure, Lisa. And in case some people don't know and need a quick refresher, Lisa represents Playing for the Planet, an alliance of gaming organizations committed to taking climate action under the official umbrella of the United Nations. So how are things, Lisa?
Things are going great, thank you. With 3.3 billion people around the world playing video games, we encourage everyone to make a difference wherever possible.
Absolutely, and 3.3 billion players is so much. So do you have any tips for our players on supporting this great initiative?
Yes, definitely. It's as easy as remembering to set up energy-saving modes to avoid unnecessary energy consumption, or switching to renewable energy electricity services at home to reduce your carbon footprint. Everything will make a difference.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm doing other stuff during this. I only tuned in for fun.
A lot more people will. But now let's celebrate some of the amazing work already done by gaming companies.
Yes, that would be happy to do that. Anyone can set ambitious decarbonization targets, but delivering on that goal and turning it into emission reductions demands a clear and actionable plan, as well as collaboration. And this year's winner has proven that it's possible to deliver ambition with execution across the board. And this year's winner of the Gamescom Sustainability Award is Tencent Games. And here to accept the award is Brand Irvine, the Vice Chairman of Tencent Games.
Tencent Games. Sustainable.
First of all, let me say on behalf of Tencent Games how honored we are to receive this award. Tencent Games encompasses a lot of things, everything from in-house studios like Timmy, global studios like Shark Mob, to our global publishing arm, Level Infinite. What they all share is a commitment to operating our business in a sustainable way. We are committed to carbon neutrality by 2030, and really want to thank all of our
Tencent,
studios,
guys.
all of our partners, but most of all of our players who support.
There's
is
some irony
essential
in here
to
somewhere.
helping us drive our efforts to have positive change within the industry. Thanks again, and back to the games.
Congratulations,
fucking
Tencent
way.
and Brent Irvin.
Tencent, guys.
But that is not our only award. Everyone here and at home can vote for
Okay,
their
so it's not
favorite
Square?
games playable
Okay.
at Gamescom.
Infinity
in this
Nikki is
year's
made by
Gamescom
Paper
Awards.
Games. Okay.
You can visit Gamescom now to help decide the winners. Voting will only be open until Thursday, August 22nd at 2 p.m. And the
So,
awards will then
Square
be
didn't have
celebrated
anything to
this
do with it,
Friday
which
at
means
2 p.m. at Gamescom.
it might actually
Back
be
to you,
good.
Jeff.
Thank you, Shocks. You're doing a great job tonight. All right, we got something really special for you. Please welcome Deadpool director, creator of Love, Death, and
Faraga
Robots,
Fighter,
and co-founder
Tencent, yeah, is
of
like
Blur
the biggest
Studio, Tim
Chinese
Miller.
publisher, and they basically own like everything. Like everything. Anything you can
Thank you,
think
Jeff.
of is like co-owned by Tencent,
Blur
and
Studio
so
has been making cinematics for over 30
yeah,
years.
it's just
now.
ironic
I
because
mean,
they're like such a
classics like
big
Quake,
capitalist
Star Wars,
entity.
Warhammer, Call of Duty, and dozens more. And we do this because we fucking love video games.
Based.
And every time a trailer comes online, we see hundreds and hundreds of comments from the fans, like, why don't we see a movie like this? Or why can't we have a series like this? And we could not agree more, which is why we are so excited to share this series with you. 15 original episodes created in collaboration with Amazon Studios and the publishers and developers of some of the world's greatest games. I'm talking new titles, existing games, indies, and classics. So we've been working on this show for 3 years. I get a little upset, choked up, sorry. I cry a lot. Sorry.
King.
All right, we've been working on it for 3 years, and I'm very emotional because I'm so excited. And it's finally time, so please enjoy the world premiere teaser of Secret Level. It is our love letter to games, and you can watch the series on Amazon Prime Video on December 10th. Not too far now, so enjoy. Thank you.
Damn.
Young hero, the gods have taken an interest in your odyssey. Try not to disappoint us. No matter what armies you face, what power you wield, or what creatures you unleash.
Can we get a Bloodborne episode? No.
We trust you will find the way.
Absolutely
to
not.
write your own legend.
Play it day one with Game Pass. The tower is the only sanctuary we have left. Together, we can give our people the hope we need to survive.
That sounds copyrighted to me, and so we're going to mute it, just so the VOD is not littered with muted places or places that I have to trim down to avoid issues. Fingers still crossed for a Parasite Eve remake. You know, it really is interesting too. Like, I look back, I was thinking back on this recently, like Square Enix used to not, when Final Fantasy was at like its golden era, they relied on Final Fantasy the least. It's actually really interesting, right? Like when like FF was like peak popularity, they also had like Chrono and Parasite Eve and Xenogears and like all these other titles, such that like, you know, Final Fantasy may have like been like the main course, but they also had all these other things that were really important too. They don't have that anymore.
Access release later this
The
year.
other stuff is
All right,
like,
let's head back to the Middle Ages for a new look at Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 with its authentic rendition of 15th century Bohemia as an action role-playing game.
I have concluded a very fragile truce with Sigismund.
Tobal, Bouncer, PE, Chrono. Yeah, they had a whole bunch of other stuff that was always coming out.
There will be consequences.
All good games. And now they just have like
war, not parley.
nothing.
Everything all right, eh? We need more people.
There's no good new IP, really.
Your old comrades. Well, if they're not already swinging on the gallows somewhere. Will you help us, Henry?
Yeah, buddy, bro!
I like that boy already.
There is much more from that game coming this week during Gamescom. Now, last month, the ARPG Zenless Zone Zero was released from Hoyoverse, and now we've got the debut of a brand new area.
Here we go again.
Eridu. Check it out.
Here we go again with more Hoyoverse. Is this copyrighted, chat? Sounds copyrighted? Yeah. We'll just mute it for safety. Mute anyway? Kina don't give a fuck. Isn't this a Chinese song? Yeah. I don't know. I assume so. I just can't get into Hoyoverse stuff, and honestly, it's no disrespect to Hoyoverse or anyone who's into it. It's just that like, whenever it's like gacha stuff, like I just like my brain like shuts off. Like I'm the opposite, I guess, of like people who have like the sort of like gambling circuitry. Like whenever I know that I can't earn something in a game, like fairly earn it as a result of doing something, and like I have to like have a chance of like winning it, like my brain is like, no, that's like I like no longer am into it anymore. It like takes me out.
Almost equal to General Fei Xiao. General Fei Xiao? I know her well. You do? I know all her deeds on the battlefield by heart, such as When General Fei Xiao fought her way in and out of enemy ranks 7 times. With a single strike, she knocked down 100 enemies. 1,000. No, 10,000. You're exaggerating. My mom told me about this. This is what my online friends found at the scene. Look. In the form of a beast, rushing forward like lightning, General Fei Xiao.
It takes the immersion and progression out of it, right?
Are you my master? That's complete nonsense. Nonsense? I have even more impressive stories.
Little girl, do you know how to get to the seat of divine foresight?
There's a fun little tease, and that was a new look at the space fantasy of Honkai Star Rail and Fei Xiao, a female general known for her prowess in martial arts. Okay, now we're heading to the Arkhamverse for Batman Arkham Shadow. It arrives later this year. It is a completely new Arkham story exclusive to MetaQuest 3. I've played a demo of this, and I have to say the team, Camouflage, has done an incredible job bringing the world and combat into VR. And here is your first look at the actual gameplay, a gameplay trailer for Batman Arkham Shadow.
VR. VR, don't get too excited, chat.
This rat cult spreads through Gotham like a plague. I have to stop it. Even if it consumes me.
Yeah, I know. Whenever I hear VR, like my brain just shuts off.
The system has failed you. Are you not angry? Fight back.
It's the freaking Bat! We aren't afraid of you! The Bat dies tonight!
Jim, this Rat King could be anywhere. A face in the crowd, a foot soldier in his own fanatical mob. So how in the hell do we find him?
Targets are all city employees, civil servants, public officials.
You could have been more than a symbol. You could have been a god.
Look out!
If you don't calm down, someone's going to die.
Alfred, we tried it your way. Now we do it mine.
Something big's going down tonight.
Someone's gonna lay grandma the fuck out while playing this game one day? Yeah. No kidding.
Our fears. It feeds the shadow deep inside us.
You're everything that's wrong with Gotham! I'm done holding back!
I can bring the Rat King to you.
Jake Geek, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Well, that trailer was buzzing, and the whole city is buzzing during this week of games. And this weekend, the heart of our beloved gaming metropolis, Cologne, will transform into the vibrant Gamescom City Festival. There will be great music on 3 stages in the city center of Cologne on both days with another 100,000 guests. Now, if you haven't been there yet, you should definitely go and check it out. That is what's happening in Cologne, and also people from more than 100 countries are here. But Gamescom has fans all over the world, and I have good news. Gamescom is heading to other continents. The first Gamescom LATAM took place in June and exceeded all of our expectations with over 100,000 fans immersed in the gaming universe. It was a fantastic show, and next year it's going to be even bigger. And Gamescom Asia returns this October. You can join in on the fun and the entertainment area to find out
I didn't
all
know
about
there
the
was a
games,
Gamescom
the stage
Asia.
shows, cosplay,
That's
and
cool.
much, much more. The ticket shop is already open, or you can also tune in to our online show Primetime on October 17th. Now, who is ready for another world premiere?
Me.
Announced last year at ONL, here is a new look at Little Nightmares 3.
Do you think the cooler games will be shown there? Maybe. Maybe more like the type of like Asia-specific games, like a Wukong or like a Phantom Blade, those types of games. Any KH yet? Oh yeah, I mean they just showed Kingdom Hearts 5. No, I'm just playing. There has not been any. The biggest JRPG thing that has happened is that Joker is coming to Persona 3. Oh, I take that back. I mean, Monster Hunter Wilds was the biggest JRPG thing, and then after that we have Joker in Persona 3. Is Monster Hunter a JRPG? It feels too actiony to be, in my opinion. I'm gonna let you know, my definition of JRPG is a role-playing game from Japan. It's not a turn-based anime-looking game, so I would absolutely call Soulsborne games JRPGs. So I'll just let you know that that's the type of guy that I am. So when I say JRPG, I mean Monster Hunter, FromSoft, and also I mean like Tales and Persona as well. There's a lot of people that push back on that, but yeah,
Guys,
that's
like
just
that
that's
a
how I mean
beautiful
JRPG.
game.
So,
Hurdling from Panic and Okamotive, and I'm so glad we could share that with you.
do you plan on doing another
Gamescom, we
video
have
on the
a
updates that
special
were
guest
revealed
joining us
about
next.
7
I
Remake
grew
Part
up
3 this sometime this
playing
week?
his
Yes.
games, and many of you did too. Titles like Populous, Dungeon Keeper, Magic Carpet, Theme Park, Black and White, and Fable. And tonight he's here to reveal his brand new game, which he's secretly been working on for the past 3 years. Please join me, Gamescom, in welcoming to ONL, Peter Molyneux.
Wow.
He's back.
What an incredible honor it is to be here.
I mean, MGS3 isn't an
It's
RPG.
amazing.
So I don't think it counts as a
couple months ago,
JRPG
you and I
now.
had lunch in London. I was like, what are you working on? You're like, well, I've actually been working on a game for a number of years. You've kept very quiet about it.
Yep.
You really wanted to let the game speak for itself. But tell us about Masters of Albion.
Right, so after messing around on mobile, what the hell was
Bro
I
is
doing?
about to overpromise.
I thought to myself, I need to come home. I need to come home to PC and console. So I've looked at Dungeon Keeper. I've taken some things that I've wanted to explore further with Dungeon Keeper. I've done the same with Black and White. I've taken things from Black and White. I've done the same with Fable. And this is what I'm showing tonight.
And to your credit, you've self-funded this project yourself. You put together a team of a lot of veterans from those games.
Yeah, I mean, I think my first realization is I needed to bring the old team back together again. So I'm working with people like Mark Healy and Russell Shaw and Ian Wright, the people that helped on and created Black and White, Dungeon Keeper, and Fable. Anyway, let's have a look at Masters of Albion.
All right, here's the world premiere, Masters of Albion, from Peter Molyneux.
This is Masters of Albion. We're a team of 20 people dedicated to making something new, unique, and different. Here we are in the familiar, vast world of Albion, packed with stories, quests, treasures, and monsters.
I wouldn't really say he had a downfall per se. It's just that like he tends to way overpromise with his games, and then his games tend to kind of underdeliver.
You're tasked with building the town up, gaining resources, and earning money. By
He didn't do anything
your town
bad.
will be attacked by many of Albion's
Not relative to what many people in the industry,
anything.
many other people in the industry have done.
The clothes they wear, the
Just-
weapons they use, the armor
Yeah.
they fight with. There is a strategy behind every creation. I can even feed them rats. My town's working hard to make that food. I can help out, or not.
That looks pretty
also
insane.
Design, customize, and create all buildings. Night is coming, the sun is going down, and now my town needs defending against the horrors of Albion. And this is my hero's time to shine. You don't have to play in God mode. At any point you can possess a character and play in third person. My hero is now under my complete control, and now
This is
it's
pretty cool.
time to fight. My hero's getting overwhelmed. Let's switch back to God mode and unleash some real power. Okay, we survived the night. Now, let's design a better weapon for my hero. You can be as silly as you want, but bread swords just won't cut it. This is just a glimpse of Masters of Albion, an open-world God game full of combat, choices, mystery, and story.
It's a
available to
game that
wishlist
has
on
combat and story in it. That's like, not many games have those two things. Like, it's so funny that they keep cashing in on Squid Game, right?
Here before.
This like very anti-capitalist piece of media, they milk it dry. It's like, it's very ironic. Holy crap! Isn't she Yennefer on The Witcher live action? What's going on here? There's some copyrighted music in the background, so we're just, yeah. What is? Squid Game. Squid Game is technically WarioWare. No, I hate it because you're not wrong. Squid Game is like IRL WarioWare. That's so fucking funny because it's true. Oh my god. I hate what they've done with Squid Game. Completely defeats the point of the original. Right, like all the milking of Squid Game completely undermines the message of like what the show is even about in the first place. It's like really ironic.
Arena Breakout Infinite is now available in early access with the full release coming at the end of the year. Now, over the years, Blizzard has been a big part of Gamescom history, and this week we are thrilled to welcome them back for the first time since 2019. And to tell us more, here's the president of Blizzard, Johanna Ferris. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
Welcome to Gamescom.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having us on behalf of Blizzard. This is such a massive moment, but it's such a special time to be sharing it here with everyone at Gamescom, and we're just really honored and grateful to be here.
Well, we're very glad to have you guys back, and I know you got a big booth with Xbox, right?
We do, yes, and come on by if you're here all week long. We're proud of it. But it's also a particularly big moment for Warcraft. We have celebrations and anniversaries galore across Hearthstone, across Rumble, and of course, a very big milestone for World of Warcraft this year.
Yes, speaking of World of Warcraft, The War Within, its global launch is coming up very soon this month, right?
Yes, it is, and we're just days away from the global launch of The War Within. August 26th, it's go time for that, and in 2 days, we'll actually open up early access for players, so we're psyched about it. Come on in and join. And I just want to say it's masterful work from the team. The World Soul Saga opens up such ambitious creative territory for us, arguably some of the most ambitious we've ever seen since WoW initially released 20 years ago. And we can't wait to embark on it and share it with players.
Yeah, it's very exciting that this month is time for that. But I know this is, you said, there's so many Warcraft anniversaries, Blizzard anniversaries, Warcraft anniversaries. How can players be a part of this?
Yeah, there's a ton of ways we're going to be able to celebrate, so we definitely hope that you join us. There will be in-game events that commence in October, so there will be more details on that, but players will be able to earn really cool in-game rewards, and we'll be finding some creative ways to celebrate the history of Azeroth together. And also be on the lookout for our very first Warcraft Direct, where the team will share more in the coming months on all the things going on for the Warcraft universe.
Okay, well, that's exciting. Now, I was wondering about, all the other Blizzard teams. Are they going to get in and celebrate these anniversaries too?
They are. There'll be some nice surprises along the way, but I do want to shout out tonight the Overwatch 2 team. Okay. They've been doing some amazing work to show their honoring of World of Warcraft and the legacy that it brings. There'll be a new collab in September. We wanted to share tonight with all of you a sneak peek of the very first new skin. It's Widowmaker, and she's embracing her allegiance for the Horde as Sylvanas Windrunner. So be on the lookout for more details from the Overwatch team on that.
Okay, thanks for bringing a little scoop along with you. That's fantastic. Now let's move to another franchise that has a big year, Diablo.
Oh yes, all eyes on October 8th. Yes. We are super excited for the Vessel of Hatred, and we're even more excited that here at Gamescom this week will be the chance to have the first ever live hands-on experience with our very new Spiritborn class. It's beautiful, it's awesome to play, and it's definitely a key part of what makes the Vessel of Hatred so special for us.
All right, well, I understand you might have brought a little something special with you as well.
We have, here's a look at our mercenary companions, so take a look on behalf of the Vessel of Hatred.
Suffering, desolation, horror. This is the road we know in Sanctuary. However, some of us have taken a different path. Bound by secrecy, ready to stand and fight for those who seek us out. My shield is your protection! There was a time we fought the vilest of Sanctuary.
You fools get uglier and uglier.
Until we were left with only our inner demons. But the return of hatred has pulled us back into the light.
Your blood feeds my blade!
And though we now wait, watching from the shadows. We cannot escape who we are. Why we fight.
Please, no! Stay away!
Or the fury that burns within us. I have your back.
I'm with you!
I will not let you down.
Stay back!
See it. Shoot it.
Reach your maker!
Catch!
Strength in numbers.
I am your guardian.
I am your redemption. I am your vengeance. I am your rage.
We are the Pale Hand, and we are the reason you need never fight alone.
That looks great. Thanks for the sneak peek.
Of course, and it's my esteemed pleasure to introduce Brent Gibson, Game Director of Diablo 4, Vessel of Hatred.
Hello, Gamescom! The team and I are so proud that Diablo 4 is the type of game that has something for all gamers. And in Vessel of Hatred, it's no exception. We are hard at work at adding new ways to play and new ways to grow in power. Like mercenaries. Ordinary people with extraordinary skills.
15 minutes left.
To fight alongside
God.
you in your battle against hell. We're also adding the Kurast Undercity, an all-new multi-layered dungeon that gives you the control on the types of challenges you're going to see, as well as the rewards you may get. And we also have the Dark Citadel, our brand new co-op PvE dungeon that challenges everything you know about combat in Diablo through a gauntlet of multiplayer puzzles and mechanics. We're talking about all of it right here at Gamescom. And so stay tuned if you want to see all the things that you're going to see in Vessel of Hatred, launching October 8th. And I hope to see every single one of you on the floor all the way through the show. So thank you very much. See you on the floor.
Thanks, Brent. All right, now we're heading to the hardcore action role-playing world of the first Berserker Kazan, set for 2025 release. Intense combat meets breathtaking 3D cell animation in a brutal world from Nexon. Coming to PC and console, let's witness the chaos that awaits.
But thankfully it's your community and me making it fun at least. Oh, thank you so much.
Who defeated the beast.
Yeah, without you guys, I wouldn't be able to get through these streams. Like,
Into the neck.
it would be impossible for me personally.
Lion.
For years, I faced unrelenting fury.
Ben Star?
Made countless sacrifices. And the result of my devotion
Ben Star?
was betrayal.
Oh, this game looks kind of dope, actually. The fuck?
At this rate, you will die.
Yo, this game looks tight.
You will pay for this. Join me, Blade Phantom, and I will help you.
Yo, this game looks tight, dude. Holy fuck.
Our alliance has been formed.
Yo. I'm in, dude. Closed beta.
The constraints of the past are history. Here, you rule the way.
Yeah, that kind of little closed beta kind of implies that it's multiplayer in some way.
Your choices will remake the world. And every turn becomes an opportunity to triumph. It's your world now.
Play it day one with PC Game Pass.
Follow my lead!
Shut up! You can't even run properly!
What the?
Oh, mute. You're right. You're right. Well, it's too late. Too late-ish.
Dark and Darker Mobile is now available for global pre-registration. Now from NetEase Games, this next trailer is a new life simulation game where players can travel among super-powered worlds to craft their island and engage with friends. Let's take a look.
There's 10 minutes left. Oh, now this is a hardcore gamer game, man. This is masculinity personified. I mean, it does not get more Giga Chad than this. This is what all my kings are playing, dude. Let's go. The last thing will be Indiana Jones. It's Jover. It is Jover. It's Jover. I had looked at my feed a second ago, and there were people on there like, yeah, hopefully Kingdom Hearts 4 is here. I'm like, what the fuck,
right,
guys?
We got another game to show you, which will take
It's
you
not
on an
gonna be
epic
here.
global adventure. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Check this out.
What if I told you there was a connection between ancient cultures around the world? A great circle. Does it exist? Is it the key to some lost power? That's up to you to uncover. I'm Troy Baker, and I play Indy. It's humbling playing a character that so many people, myself included, look up to. As a kid, seeing Indiana Jones in the theater for the first time was a defining moment for me. And I never would have guessed that all these years later, I would be the one wearing the hat. But here I am. It's been a dream come true. A dream that I cannot wait for you to live for yourselves. The beauty of a first-person game like this is that We all get to feel what it's like to become indie. You are the one who cracks the whip, who feels the weight of every punch and the thrill of finding every clue.
Why first person,
Indy is
though?
such a unique character. Professor, an archaeologist, a brawler, an
Seems just like a weird choice for
all-around
a game like this.
And this game has everything you'd expect from an Indiana Jones adventure. Mysterious artifacts, cunning villains, ancient discoveries, hard-hitting action. It's a world of constant danger where you've got to think on your feet to stay alive.
They think first person is streamer friendly?
Snake-filled jungle
What the
temples to
fuck?
scorpion-riddled desert tombs. Stunning open areas.
They said so it doesn't feel like Uncharted?
Full of secrets for you to discover.
That
And
makes
you get more
sense.
than just the classic whip.
That makes
and
a lot of
revolver.
sense, actually.
Indy's journal and his camera will immerse you in the mystery, providing extra info on all of your finds so you can appreciate all of the little historical details he obsesses over. And those details are your key to solving the ancient puzzles that hold the secrets you're after. But ancient secrets don't come easy. It's best to have an exit strategy. This is an incredible new way to experience Indiana Jones, and I can't wait for you to play it. Hold on to your hat.
Doesn't that look great? A world of mystery to explore. But you're probably wondering when the game comes out, right? Well,
oh, cool.
there you have it. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is coming out this December for Xbox Game Pass and PC. But there is one more thing that Machine Games and Bethesda wanted to share with you about Indiana Jones and the Great Circle.
Oh. I thought there was like one more big announcement, like a big game to like close out the show.
The game's coming to PlayStation 5 in spring of 2025. All right, before we wrap up O&L, we do have
Imagine
one
owning
final
an
game
Xbox,
announcement for
bro.
you. Check this out.
Imagine owning an Xbox. Holy fuck.
This thing of ours.
Oh.
It's a brotherhood.
What is this?
Treachery. And deceit do not exist among us. Do you wish to commit yourself, your life, to this family?
Yeah, you should have just ended with Indiana Jones, actually.
I'm Nick Baines, president of Hangar 13. What you just saw is the first early look at Mafia: The Old Country, a thrilling story set in 1900s Sicily during the origins of the Mafia. We're going back to the roots of what fans love about the Mafia franchise, crafting a deep, linear narrative with that classic mob movie feeling. Mafia's success is built on our players' passion for the franchise, and we're so proud to return to Mafia with The Old
Franchise?
Country. We can't wait to show you more.
I'm like
Thanks
so
for
not
watching.
familiar with it at all. I have no idea.
That was a fun surprise, right? All right, well, that is a wrap on Opening Night Live from here in Cologne, Germany. And we hope to see you again this December, December 12th, when the Game Awards streams live everywhere for our 10th anniversary show. It is going to be a very special night as we give you a sense of where games are going in the next decade. We don't
It's
want to
not
say
a
much
bad
now,
series, but really
trust
that's what
me,
you end
it's gonna
with?
be a very
Yeah, that's what I'm
special show.
saying. Like,
All right, well,
Indiana
thanks again to
Jones
my
would have been
co-host,
like...
Shots. Didn't she do a great job?
Thank you so much, Jeff. It was really great to be here. I hope everyone had an amazing time. And can I say something in German too?
Let's do it.
Don't want to show you up, but vielen Dank, ihr Lieben. Ich hoffe, ihr hattet eine super, super Zeit und viel Spaß auf der Gamescom.
Well done, German, as opposed to mine. I'm learning. All right. Thanks so much, Shocks. Thanks to everyone. Enjoy Gamescom. Have a great night.
Okay, so I see B minus. I see C minus. I would probably give it like a D. Honestly, maybe I'm just being like cynical. What would you guys give it? I'd probably give it like a D, personally. I think that was like super dry. Fucking F. Yeah. I'd probably give it a D. F. Let me see if I can I'll tell you what. Let's do it like this. How to rate Gamescom. Let's make a poll. A, B. Okay, I'll just do it on the YouTube chat since there's a bigger sample size there. B minus because of PS5 to spring 2035. Excuse me, sorry. Monster Hunter might bring it up to an F minus. Damn. Okay, so let's see. Let's see how chat is going to rate this. 77% coming in with D or lower. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. 77% of chat saying D or lower. Around 17% saying C, and around 6% saying B. A whopping 0% saying A. Holy fuck. That is insane, dog. Holy fuck. We're stabilizing D at 75%. Oh, it's going up to 76. Damn, bro. That's bad. That's bad. Holy shit. That's super bad. 3/4 of people would say D or lower. Damn, bro. 3/4 of people would say D or lower. That's pretty fucking shit. That is pretty shit, man. Wow, okay. And no JRPG is D by default. It had Persona 3 Reload DLC. I mean, the answer, and it's gonna have Joker as a play, or not playable, but a fightable character. And it had Monster Hunter Wilds, and also the new game that Ben Starr is in. Those were the 3 good games. A bunch of shit that won't ship more than 100k units, and a couple of things that might take off. Hoes having to bullshit their hype for this crap, yeah. Do you think Shadow of the Erdtree will be the first ever game of the year? Wait, you mean the first ever like DLC game of the year? Or what do you mean? Like if it's like the first ever DLC game of the year, I don't think it'll be nominated purely on the fact that it's a DLC. But I do think that Rebirth will win for the award, because honestly, I can't think of anything else. I also think that if a DLC won for this year, it would be so bad. Like, it would be so Jover for the industry if this year was so dry that we had to give the Game of the Year award to a fucking DLC. Like, shut the whole industry down if like a DLC has to win. I think that's just like, holy fuck, that's just bad. And not to say that like, you know, Shadow of the Erdtree is not an amazing DLC. It's just to say that like, damn, like, is there like nothing? I think Shadow of the Erdtree will be at least nominated. I mean, it's tough to say because like, you know, Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty was about 20 or 30 hours, and it wasn't nominated for Game of the Year, so it's difficult for me to imagine. I do think that Elden Ring will win Best Ongoing Game for this year, though. So I think it'll be the first time in like, I think it'll be Final Fantasy XIV's first time losing that in an expansion year. Because normally every expansion year, FF14 wins best ongoing game. But I think it's going to lose best ongoing game for this year. Because I don't think Dawn Trail was strong enough, and I think that something like Shadow of the Erdtree will like crush it for best ongoing game. So yeah, I don't see it winning that this year. I just don't see it happening, or it winning best community like it has in like previous years. So I don't think 14 is gonna like walk away with any of the ongoing game awards. Would it even lose with Shadowbringers this year? Probably so. Yeah, I still think Rebirth has a chance. The wild card right now is probably Dragon Age, the new Dragon Age game. Have I finished Dawn Trail? I'm gonna be honest, I have not had the urge to play Dawn Trail at all. Like, if I'm just being like completely real with you, I have no urge to finish it. It just hasn't. We started it up, and like honestly, like seeing what people say about it and how the community reacts to anyone who says that Dawn Trail wasn't a masterpiece. I just got really turned off by it, honestly. Not to mention that it really hasn't. 6.x has just been so boring. I thought the 6.x was like probably the most boring content, and 14 for me was 6.x, and like so I had no hype for Dawn Trail at all, which is why I didn't talk about it whatsoever when it was coming out. Tears of the Kingdom came out last year, so that ship's already sailed. BG3 beat it. The community turned me off more than the expansion itself. Yeah, if anything, the community taught me that if you don't regard every FF14 expansion as a masterpiece, except for Stormblood, which is the approved hater expansion that you can hate on, then you're gonna get basically crucified. And I'm just like, well, I don't want to participate in that. A lot of JRPG fandoms are just like the worst, because they're like, I don't care if you're a long-term fan, if you don't think the latest thing is like the greatest thing ever, then you're bad. I find it really funny too that people are saying that like the problem is that people don't read. I'm like, dude, how can you say that like the reason people don't like Dawn Trail is that they don't read, when like half of the game, like more than half of the game, like in order to like even get through Final Fantasy 14 story, you have to fucking read in the first place, right? So it like, why would people just choose to stop reading on this expansion pack? That's such a disingenuous ass like remark. Stuff like this, it makes me be like, okay, I need to check out of this community for a while, because these people are like insane. So like whenever I see stuff like that, I'm like, I'm not really interested in like in this at the moment. People didn't suffer through arrest to be told they don't read, right? Exactly, right? Like suffer through ARR. You're right, like through ARR, through all the non-voiced parts of Final Fantasy 14, just to be told that like it's such a text-heavy game, to then be told that the reason that you don't like it is because you don't read. Man, I like Stormblood too. I'm not like a Stormblood hater like whatsoever. So I don't know. Do you think Dawn Trail shortcomings had anything to do with Yoshi P working on a separate game? It's hard to say, because like, he's actually been working on a separate game ever since like Heavensward, you know. Time for Wukong? We're gonna start Wukong tomorrow, actually. I didn't want to start it today with Gamescom. Stormblood just went on about 20 quests too long. Other than that, it's fine. Yeah. I'm not a big Stormblood hater, if I'm honest. Like, I even enjoyed base Stormblood, which is like a controversial take. This is very weird, because, like, yeah, you know. Natsuko Ishikawa is definitely working on something else too. She totally is, because she has been moved from lead writer to a supervisor on the game, and I don't think that is a coincidence at all. So I'll finish Dawn Trail eventually, but I just haven't had the oomph to finish it. She's working on 17. I hope to God. You know, I mean, whatever she's working on, I just want it to be something that was worth stepping down from 14 for. You know what I'm saying? Because she's definitely missed on 14 for sure. She's actually doing some, doing like scenario writing or something for S17. I hope so. I hope so. But honestly, for me personally, if it's not Naoki Hamaguchi working on 17, then I'm kind of disinterested. Do you think that CPU 3 is going to do 17? I want CPU 1 to do it, actually. If I'm honest. Frogger Fighter, you have a good one, man. Thank you so much again for the donation. I appreciate it, man. And have a wonderful day. But yeah, if it's not Naoki Hamaguchi directing it, I'm gonna kind of be a little depressed. I want Hamaguchi to direct it, because I just think that he's just their best guy right now, I think, thus far. The work he did on Rebirth, I was really impressed with, and really just hoping that you know, that they have like 17 in pre-production somewhere while they're working on part 3. That would be great. I think that would be cool. So yeah, actually, I think it's time for CBU 1 to do a new FF. Their first one since Final Fantasy 13 trilogy, but this time with Hamaguchi in the seat. I had in mind that CBU 1 and 3 alternating on every mainline title, just like Call of Duty with Treyarch and Infinity War. Yeah, I think that would be the better way to go, is to alternate. So, is there any way that 17 isn't in existence in some way? I think things would be really bad if it wasn't. Because it's already going to take 6 or 7 years to make the game. So if it's not in pre-pro somewhere, then I'd be pretty worried. So hopefully they are working on it in some capacity. Like, damn son, you've been lifting? Aw, thanks. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm hoping that's the case. Because otherwise, you know, with how long it'll take, we wouldn't be seeing 17 until 2030. I'll be an old man, which isn't what I want. I don't want to be wrinkly by the time 17 comes out. But who knows, right? It's hard to say. All right, guys. I think we're going to call it a stream there. We'll be back tomorrow with Black Myth Wukong, which I'm very excited to play. So, please be sure to check that out. And I will see you guys all tomorrow. Later, people. Love you so much. And get some rest.